Welcome back, Tigers. Now that you've been introduced to Einstein Conversation Insights, you might have noticed some insights linked to related opportunities don't always show up right away. That's because these insights only appear after a data flow runs in CRM Analytics. In this video, we'll walk through how to manually trigger the conversation intelligence data flow, how to adjust its schedule, and how to set up notifications in case it encounters an error or a warning. Let's dive into managing the data flow behind the scenes of Conversation Insights. All right, here we are in Salesforce, and our first step is to go to the 9 dots, and we're going to go to Analytics Studio. Now, if you don't see this app, you're going to want to check your permission sets and make sure that you have a permission set that's called CRM Analytics Platform Admin. If you don't see that permission set and you're using unlimited or performance editions, it may be called something slightly different, but you need to make sure that you have something that says CRM Analytics Admin assigned to your user. We're also going to provide a link in the description below that will allow you to go to this analytics app without having to find the actual tab underneath the waffle. So your first step here is you're going to go into Data Manager. And then we're going to click Manage Data Flows down here. And then we're going to click the Data Flows tab. And then you're going to click the drop down next to Conversation Intelligence Call Insights Data Flow. And you can see that we have a lot of different options here. You can see Run Now. So this is if you're testing and you want to make the data flow run immediately to populate your metrics in your reporting, you can do that, and then it's going to kick off this data flow. In our org, it takes about 5 minutes for it to run, and we do not have much data at all. So if you have a ton of data, of course, it's going to take longer. So that's how you can run the data flow immediately. Maybe you have a senior leadership meeting, you need to get those metrics populated right away. You can use that. Now, another option you have here is to change the schedule. Now, the schedule currently runs every 8 hours based on a time. You can change it to be based on an event. I would recommend you leave it time-based. I haven't tested out the event-based to tell you how it works and how it doesn't. And you can schedule it by hour, week, or month. If you find that you want to schedule this more often or at different times in the day, depending on when people are pulling reporting, you can change that here. Now, be careful about running it every hour because you do have a limit on the number of data flows that you can run per 24 hours. In our org, we're on the Enterprise Edition and we're not paying for Einstein Conversation Insights. Our limit is 56 within a 24-hour period. So depending on how many different data flows you have, depending on how many different Salesforce products that you have that are running these, it's going to determine what you're able to do in Einstein Conversation Insights data flow. So just be aware of that so that you don't go over your limit. Now, another thing you can sign up for here that's a really good idea is notifications. Your notifications are going to be on warnings, failures, or all events. You can choose whatever you want here. And I would choose all events, especially at the beginning, so that you can identify what issues are happening with your reporting, because the last thing you want to happen is a whole bunch of failures and no data going in and your users wondering why nothing's coming into their reports. And then you can also see all of the jobs over here. You can monitor whether they're successful or not. You can see what actually ran, and you can see the warnings that you might have. Now, I have a warning that keeps happening because I don't have any voice calls. So this one's actually fine to have because I only have video calls in my org. Everything else is successful though, and you can see that mine's running every 8 hours. You can also see here that I manually ran it in the evening to populate my data. If you're savvy in here and you want to go and dig into the data sets and all of that, I don't know anything about CRM analytics. This is not one of my expertise, but you can dig into how this is all working and create your own data sets and data flows and get really fancy over here. But that's it. That's all we wanted to show you about how to run the data flow manually, schedule it, and sign up for notifications when a job fails or has a warning. That's it. That's a wrap. Be sure to subscribe to Blue Tiger Academy so you don't miss our next video on how to dedupe video call participants using a scheduled triggered flow. We have seen issues where duplicate video participant records are created in Salesforce if a participant leaves and joins a call more than once. This can cause your participant numbers to be inflated in reporting. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or if you'd like to see a video on a different Salesforce topic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.